Greetings, zodiac sign Capricorn, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Rising, and Capricorn Moon. Welcome to your 23 reading by Ama Lightworker. Thank you very much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please remember, these are general readings. If you'd like to have a personal consultation, please email me at amalightworker@gmail.com or visit website www.amalightworker.com. For those of you who would like to know more, I have done a whole new reading for your sign and for each sign of the zodiac. And for those of you who are interested for download and purchase, the Vimeo link for that is posted down here below in the show more description box. Listen for your rising sign and for your moon sign, because those videos will provide you with additional information. I'm going to first be doing an Akashic Records reading for your sign, and then I will open tarot cards for your sign. So now let's see what the Akashic Records have to tell you for 3 Capricorn. At the beginning, you feel that you are experiencing this tranquility in the midst of everything that is going on around you. Anything that in the first part of the feel that is having a slow beginning, toward the end of her will not feel so slow anymore. Emotions are going to run high. You have to be very careful to distinguish, are you making any choices or decisions based on those temporary feelings? Or are you basing your choices and your decisions on reason or on facts that give you the foundation to build a project, that give you the foundation to build a future? You're going to have to be very discerning in number. You're going to have to deal with information that is false. You're going to have to deal with lies. And for some of you, this could be because of what is going on with the government in your country. It could be what is going on with the news in your country. But for other Capricorns, it could be a little bit more down and personal. What is happening in the workplace? What is happening in a family-related issue? Who is raising the voice? Are you participating in some sort of a debate or a fight among family or about family? Or are you choosing just to be on the sideline trying to avoid any conflict? For many of you, you are going to have to review certain financial affairs. You have to track down past payments of the past. You have to track down some of your financial activity. It could be that you have to track down shared finances, the activities coming from shared finances that you have with a spouse, other family members, or with a business partner. So for many of you, you'll be waiting for some sort of a transaction, financial transaction, to come through. I'm also shown by the Akashic Records in mind's eye that for some of you, you are going to be given a key. Some of you are moving into a new residence, thus having a new key. Other ones, some be giving you a key so that you can look after their home, or they be giving you a key as a secondary key to have in case of an emergency. You have to be very confident, even though you internally struggle with some uncertainties. You come across as very confident. Where there is a lack of confidence, little by little, you are going to be provided with the information that you need to clear out the uncertainty. And once the uncertainty clears out, that's going to help you to feel more confident. Capricorn, it's okay to think things through. It's okay to take your time. Sometimes it take you months to think things through, to come up with a plan, okay? To figure out what are the resources that you need. But once you make up your mind, then you have this potential to achieve exactly what you are after. Many of your dreams are now becoming a reality, but they not be manifesting in your life according to the plan that you originally had. How a home or a new residence show up for you is going to be completely out of surprise for you in surprising ways. I'm sure that some of you will be dealing with a new way of transportation. You have to deal with a car. You have to deal with fixing, repairing, or taking a car for inspection. So even the way how you move around, whether you take public transportation, you drive yourself, you take an Uber or a taxi, so that could be changing a little bit or even temporarily changing for you in number. If you feel that your resources are limited, because maybe you have a plan, and according to this idea, this dream, this plan that you have, it feels that your resources are limited for that, I'm shown that in divine timing, everything that you need will come together. People will show up last moment to help you. The information that you need will be coming to you in the most sudden, surprising, unexpected ways. And if you are dealing with any kind of information, a class, a course, a book, materials that are connected to your work, having to fill out a form, an application, learning, giving instructions, teaching, there could be something here that needs to clear out, to be more clear, to clarify, and then everything will be okay. Many of you could be dealing with a device that malfunctions, could be a tool, could be a gadget, could be something in the kitchen, so something that malfunctions, but it can be fixed with an easy fix. I'm also showing many of you having to deal with a printer, having to print materials, either running out of ink or something here that has to deal with a printer that you have to resolve. You are going to be reviewing your life. You are going to be tracing your steps. And it's very important that you understand where have you been in life and where have you gotten so far. Many of you are going to be coming up with new ideas. I see of you focusing on an art-related projects, feeling very creative. Some of you are going to be creating ideas about a new product. If you are creative, maybe you are going to create a new type of art. You try something new creatively. So if usually you draw your paint, you try, singing as a form of creativity or dancing. So they are showing me a variety of different ways for you, Capricorn, to be creative. They are also showing me arts and crafts. They are showing me some of you wanting to learn about crocheting. There is this sense that some of you will feel the need to connect to someone in your family or a friend that feels older in age, okay? Feel toward them affection just like you would feel for a grandmother or a grandfather or an uncle or a great uncle, and they be showing up in your life to give you instructions, to lead the way. For some of you, this could be a spiritual mentor. For other ones, this could be someone in the workplace. They may not be older in age, but they seem to be wise and they seem to have quite some power in the workplace because they could hold potentially the power to promote you, to promote your business, or to approve a raise for you. You are for sure making some very good connections through your work connections, through your work environment and co-workers. And yes, during this time, you could potentially be dealing also with some hidden enemies. If you have followers on your online on your social platforms, whether it is Facebook, Vimeo, or YouTube or something else, you could be getting some of those really nasty comments. Okay, and this be also coming to you from people that you know. You could be getting some critical response, critical words coming to you from some people that you least expect them to do so. And that's going to make you think and reflect, but you have to be very objective about it, because it's going to be very obvious to you whether these critical voices, critical comments are based on something real and constructive, or are purely based on spite, vanity, and jealousy. You have created a structure. For some of you, you have created a structure in your daily life. Other ones have created a structure with your social circle, with your friendships, clubs, groups, online groups that you belong to. Other ones have created a certain structure in your relationship, in your marriage, or in your family. Now, this whole structure, or even in your business for some of you, this whole structure now will start to progress and to move forward. But at the same time, you have to be aware, what is it that you need to let go of during this time so that you can progress in bigger steps. You have to let go some of those old ideas that no longer apply to you because you have changed, you have grown. Okay, so those ideas maybe don't apply to you anymore, to your business, to your life, to your work, to your career goals, or even to your relationship or to your significant other. You have come such a long way, and you have now to understand that you are on the verge of a major breakthrough. By 23, some of you are going to celebrate a major life goal. So between 23 and 3, the majority of you Capricorns will be celebrating a major life goal, a major breakthrough. The Akashic records are talking about how many of you are creating very solid financial structures. Because I am told that for many of you, new opportunities will be coming your way to generate more money, to get a new job. Some of this opportunity be coming to you through forms of investments, retirement plans, huge discounts, huge deals. But at the same time, you have to be very smart. And if you need to hire an expert in finances, you have to do that. If you have to hire an expert in law, an attorney, you have to do that. If you have to hire a healthcare professional, if you have to consult with another doctor, you have to do that. You are going to be getting all the help that you need. So you're going to notice people are going to be very helpful towards you. So now it feels like whatever you have done in the past, it's coming back to reward you. But the biggest reward is going to be emotional reward, your spiritual being, your spiritual self. Many of you are ascending, moving up in higher spiritual realms. Whether you are applying yourself to be spiritual, it's irrelevant, because even for those of you who are not as spiritually as aware as others, there is this sense of accession, okay? You are going to notice your own sense of intuition increasing. You notice your dreams are now changing during this time. For some of you, yes, you'll be experiencing some sleepless nights here and there, but all is good. It's very important that you understand that you do not have to be afraid of success. If you are single and An opportunity presents itself for you to get to mingle with other singles or to be introduced to somebody else who happens to be single and available. It doesn't matter in which way, shape, or form that happens, whether you get to know somebody online through an arranged type of date in a social circumstance or by pure chance. You need to be a little bit more open to accept love, because for any of you Capricorns who have gone through a breakup, or maybe you have been single for a long time, it feels that this is your time now. In the next months or so, beginning from November, you are going to be presented with opportunities to enter in a relationship, or at the very least opportunities to get to know and to date other people. You are going to be willing to improve yourself, improving your physical appearance, improving your health, improving your home, improving your work, your career, in anything that you'll be doing, Capricorn. Pay attention here. Are you doing a little bit too much? Are you pushing yourself too hard? Remember that moderation is key in everything that you are doing, thinking, planning on doing. Sometimes a little could go a long way. So do what you are able to do, what your physical body allows you to do, what your energetic body allows you to do, because sometimes you have a tendency to push yourself to the extreme, and that's not healthy for you. Pay attention to any toothaches, particularly if you are somebody who seems to have problems with your teeth, because I'm showing a lot of you visiting a dentist's office, complaining about something, even something getting stuck in your teeth. So for some of you, these are minor things, but I'm shown definitely trips to the dentist's office. I hope that this is making sense to you. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to open a few more tarot cards for you, Capricorn. And yes, of course, if you'd like to know more, I have done a whole new reading for your sign and for each sign of the zodiac. And for those of you who are interested, the Vimeo link for download and purchase is posted down here below in the show more description box. The first card that I wanted to show up for you is the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups to me means comforts of a home life, a well-balanced home life, harmony, an occasion to celebrate with friends and family, a reunion. This card is showing up for you because it feels like you are celebrating something during a trip or after a trip. So there's a joyful occasion that calls for a trip and a celebration. You'll be traveling to visit relatives at this time. Some of you will be traveling to attend a wedding or a family reunion. I'm also shown some of you buying a piece of land, some of you buying some sort of a cottage. I'm shown a body of water, and many of you dreaming about having a home there, having a cottage, living there. And for some of you, you could be very close, maybe in the next few months, very close to realizing this dream of celebrating your new home, with family and friends, potentially by water. If you were concerned about the health of a loved one, your health, the health of a child, the health of a loved one, this could be celebrating their health turning around for the better. It could also be something seasonal, like the flu or like a chronic condition that flares up from time to time, but it feels like all is well. The next card that you have is Eight of Cups. To me, it means turning your back, leaving behind, walking away from an addiction, a negative situation, a negative person, or a negative relationship due to your newly found courage, now walking toward a new idea, a new life, or a new endeavor. So whatever you needed to do, you are leaving all of this emotional baggage behind you For some of you, you may be going on a pilgrimage of some sort, visiting like holy land, sacred land. Some of you could be going to visit some sites that typically tourists visit. You'll be doing that in your own country, in your own town. Maybe there are sites that you haven't visited, but for other ones, this feels like very much like an international travel or even pilgrimage. You could now be agreeing more with a new philosophy, new spiritual practices. Some of you during this time can't find a medication that works best for you, a treatment plan that works best for you, a new diet that works best for you. I'm shown for many of you different types of treatments, even therapy that could be working best for you. And for some of you, you have to leave behind your old life, your old neighborhood, because for some of you, okay, you are finding your calling, okay? And this new call take you to a new home, so you have to leave your old home behind you, your old acquaintances, and this be because due to a new job, it be required for you to travel because of the job or to move. The next card that you have, now I'm going to go back to this because I also keep hearing that some of you, maybe you have dealt with flooding of some sort. Could have been due to a rain, storm, maybe something flooded in your, maybe you left the sink open or the water was running. So you had to deal with something that was water related. And for some of you, maybe you were asked to evacuate. Maybe this circumstance happened for some of you months ago or even years ago, but you could be still dealing with some sort of an aftermath because of it. It could be purely emotional, but some of you are bound to have some minor water-related problems here and there. Remember, the next card that you have is Wallflower, and this card means being shy, withholding. So it feels like or limiting your potential. You'll be dealing with a situation that doesn't live up to its potential. You'll also be doing something that limits you from reaching your own full potential. For some of you, it feels like you have this feeling that life is walking you by. You are observing everybody else, having things happening to them, and to you, it feels like nothing is really happening in your life. For some of you, you have to walk away from a job that is not allowing you to move up, to grow anymore. And for other ones, this could be that you'll be dealing with a relationship or a friendship, either a friendship or a relationship that has run its time. You have outgrown them. There's no room for growth anymore in this love relationship or in this friendship. Because for some reason, emotionally is making you feel alone and isolated, even though you'll be among people, you'll be around people all day, but you'll be feeling lonely. So for many of you, you are going to go in introspect, figuring out what exactly this is, and you may make a decision. If you're not going to walk out of it right away, and you are preparing yourself for that to happen. For some of you, potentially happening over when you are going to be walking away from a job, walking away from a relationship, or kind of closing down on a friendship. The next card that you have is Young Male. This card means a young guy around the age of 9, more or less. It also represents dealing with somebody who is younger than you. It doesn't matter what age. This may also be you if you happen to be a young male. It also represents somebody who likes cars and travel. And the card also represents fast cars and travel. Some of you will be traveling back and forth to meet this person, okay? Okay, this person will be traveling back and forth to meet you. And it could be that time for you to decide how the two of you are going to proceed from here. Some of you will be a little bit tired from having to travel from work. You'll be thinking, Do I need to do something different so that I don't have change jobs, maybe so that I don't have to travel so much? And it's very interesting because I read the cards intuitively. And for some of you, I keep getting the sense that if you do work from home, you'll be getting tired and bored of having to work from home. So you'll be trying to spice up your work life, your home life. You'll be trying to do something different that takes you out of the house, even traveling, or trying to find something else where you don't have to exclusively only work from home. For some of you, this could be a son, a grandson, or a nephew. They be asking for your help, your advice, or your assistance in some ways. At this time, you have to carefully examine what can you give and what you cannot give, especially if they are asking you for money. Yeah, you'll be considering buying a car as well. The last card that you have is Archangel Sandalphon, and this is from a different deck of cards. Archangel Sandalphon, it's connected to healing. It helps to keep you grounded. It's connected to the chakra in your feet, is so connecting you to keep you grounded on this planet. But it's also very creative, connected to music. And for some reason, my spiritual team is talking about your Capricorns having to connect the chakra in your feet that keeps you grounded. You know, the energy moves up from down up. To better connect it to your throat chakra. What is it that you need to express at this time? Are you speaking too fast, too soon, and maybe later regret it? Many of you are going to find creativity in isolation, but not too much isolation, in quiet time. For some of you, it feels that you need to communicate with a mother or a mother figure to you. This could be a mother figure that is still in the living. For some of you, you feel this, you know that feeling when you miss somebody who has crossed over. So for some of you, this could be a mother to you, or a grandmother, or the mother-like figure. So it's going to feel like you are receiving a letter or a message in your dreams from beyond. So there is this sense that you are going to sense this other realm. Okay, you're going to feel that a loved one is contacting you in some ways, trying to prepare you for something to happen. The collective message that I hear for those of you who have a mother or a grandmother on the other side, okay, as a collective, for this general reading, remember it is a general reading, I keep hearing that very soon you are going to have an event in your life to be celebrated. In the meantime, you'll be going through something that needs to heal in your physical body, and it will heal. For some of you, it is more about the energy, your aura and your energy field that needs clearing, recharging, and balancing. And it feels that the collective message is for your Capricorn: trust more in your gifts, trust more in your talents, and also learn to rely on your own inner knowing. I hope that this is making sense to you. Please do leave me a message down here below. I'm always curious to hear from you. I hope that these readings are helpful to you. And of course, if you'd like to know more, click in the link down here below. That's going to take you to the Vimeo videos for download and purchase for those of you who are interested. And if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, please email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. or visit the website www.amalightworker.com. Thank you very much for liking, sharing, and subscribing, and I will reconnect with you again in the next video. Bye for now.